Okay, this video is to help you get started with our unit on Introduction to JavaScript. And this is basically a Khan Academy course that teaches you JavaScript, which I believe is the most popular programming language in the world. So this is a really great skill for you guys. And this is a really cool course, so easy to use. And I'm going to give you the link, which is right up here, khanacademy.org and all that, but I'll send you that. So you're going to go to this website. If you enter that, you're going to show up here, Unit Intro to JS Drawing and Animation. This is what you want to see. And then the course is over here on the left, and basically you're just going to follow this all along for the next few weeks. You start with Intro to Programming, you go to Drawing Basics, Coloring, Variables, and on and on and on. I think it really gets fun once you get to Animation Basics and Interactive Programs. This is where you start actually making cartoons and moving pictures. Up here we're learning how to draw figures and circles and ellipses and rectangles and lines and coloring them in. But down here they start moving, and that's a lot more fun, at least I think so. And then you get into some more higher level programming, getting to do more things and make your your cartoons a little more interactive and dynamic. So, okay, it's an awesome, easy to use course. You're going to be able to go at your own pace. You can do it on any computer. You don't need to have a school computer. This should work on any computer. There's no software to install. All right, so the first thing you got to do is sign up. And this is going to be like just about every other thing that we've done to sign up. Please make sure that you write down your username and password. And if possible, use a personal email and use your phone to receive the personal email, because they're going to have to verify it. So that's the number one thing. Let's suppose you have trouble signing up. You can do all this stuff without ever creating an account, but it just won't keep track of your progress, and you might have to start over again. But really, it's not a big deal because the programs are so short. But then once you sign up, you'll go to log in, as you can see here. So I'm going to say log in, and hopefully this gets me straight in. It's taking me back to exactly the same place. So you can see my name now is showing up here once I log in. And you're going to start with what is programming and learning programming on Khan Academy. These things with a little triangle are videos. So you will need headphones to listen to it, although you can turn on subtitles if you wish, but you definitely need to hear what they're saying, so or at least know what they're saying. So anyway, I find these to be very, very clear, easy to follow, so you guys should be fine on that. I'm just going to go into learning programming, the second thing here, and it talks about how it works. Basically, once you watch a video, then you'll have this, it should look like this right here. And on the left-hand side is the code that you're typing in, and on the right-hand side is what the code is doing. And you notice what just happened. The eyes were getting bigger as they changed this eye size over here. Eye size 20, got to be kind of small. Make eye size 40, you're going to see these eyes get bigger. And the video will go along, and you'll kind of do the work and as you do the work, you'll see things show up on the right hand side. And it just goes through. You get these challenges. The challenges are where your grade is going to be based. One of the challenges is called Bucktooth Bunny, and you make this bunny, and you use this variable, what's called eye size. This is way down the road, by the way, and it makes the eyes get bigger, and then there's something for the teeth, I think, and the teeth will get bigger. And it should tell you if you are successful. It should say great, but sometimes if you're close and it never gives you a message that says, yeah, you did it, you can just show it to me and I'll give you credit for it. It's fine. Sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what they want in order to get credit. So fine. That's basically how the how the teaching works. You watch a video, then you do the typing on the left-hand side while you watch what shows up on the right-hand side. And I'm almost finished with this, what's it called? It's tutorial, but let's go back and take a look. Once again, this is your main page. You can see all your different lessons down the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, for each lesson, there may be a video and then, something where you have to read it. And like here again, the triangles of video, then these things, a quick tip, number scrubbing. I recommend looking at them, but it shouldn't take you very long. It's really, really simple to do. And then the challenges. Challenges have stars. This is where you'll get a grade. This one, you're supposed to make a snowman. And remember what we saw earlier. Over here, we have our typing. And over here, we see what the typing does. So, for example, let's change this 350 to 50. No, let's change this one. Let's change this 50 to 350. And you can see that as I added numbers, this circle over here keeps getting bigger. Let's take away that 0 and make it 35. A thinner circle. Add a 0, a fatter circle. So anyway, basically you'll see what you're doing as you change the stuff on the left. It should show up on the right. And again, then you watch the next video. You can see that right there. And then you do the next challenge, waving snowman. This one, you first make a snowman, which is basically just 3 ellipses on top of each other. And then the waving snowman, you're supposed to add arms, which are lines, basically. And, shockingly, the code for lines is called line. And then some numbers around it. Let's just check this 300 and see what happens if I make that a 50. And which one changed over? Let's try making this a 200. And you can see that it's changing this line over there. Let's try this one more time. And let's make that 50. And again, it's maybe 500. It's gonna make it go way over there. Okay. Anyway, okay. So there it is. That's basically how this works. You just go from this main page, and you follow down here for each one of these sort of topics. There will be several, videos or challenges to do. You can see that drawing basics has 5 things, coloring has 5, and as you go along, you'll do the same thing. So good luck with that. Do it at your own pace, and we'll talk more about that when I'm in class.